Someday I'll hawk enough bags to finally get off this rock. I don't even remember how I got here. But the locals seem tired of me crabbing about the cold, so I should just move on.
Take a load off. Our banks are the most secure places in all Tamriel. We pride ourselves on our services. Take a load off. Our banks are the most secure places in all Tamriel. We pride ourselves on our services. Take a load off. Our banks are the most secure places in all Tamriel. We pride ourselves on our services. Times like these, it pays to know the art of alchemy. Reagents are more dangerous to acquire, sure, but everyone wants potions. Very profitable.
Pains me to think of leaving this place behind. But maybe it's time I did. The danger is too great.
Good to see you again, mate.
No idea what she's doing.
You were unconscious at the time. I found you by the shore and brought you back to town. Marthor's been clucking over you since. So, what happened to you? Shipwreck? You seem spry for a soulless corpse. What does that mean? We don't need our souls? Ah, stout always gets me philosophical. I should stick to mead.
No idea what she's doing.
I should know. Follow your heart and keep off the skooma, I suppose. Seriously, I'd get your soul back. I bet it's important. Our caravel can take you to the mainland if it comes back. Some hours ago, the garrison spotted a ship sailing east. That young dark elf, Captain Rana, loaded up most of the troops in the caravel and sent them to take a look. That ship's a wallowing merchantman, not a warship. Like as not, they're all in the teeth of the ocean now. Which leaves this a fort without a garrison. No good comes of that, I says.
Did I ever risk your lives like this?
You were unconscious at the time. I found you by the shore and brought you back to town. Marthor's been clucking over you since. So, what happened to you? Shipwreck? I've been drinking stout all day. If you told me you were Arkatosh come to grant my wishes, I might just believe it. We have a sailing caravel. If it comes back, you can take it back to the mainland. I'm the miller. The big windmill yonder? Mine. Not that I often have work. Nothing much grows here. Every month or so we load our caravel with fish and trade them for grain in Solitude. It's not efficient to mill it here, but it is cheap. You were unconscious at the time. I found you by the shore and brought you back to town. Mothor's been clucking over you since. So, what happened to you? Shipwreck? Lousy luck. Could be worse, though. You did wash up before you froze to death in the sea. You have a sailing caravel. Maybe you could take work on it, if it comes back.
Rana has no idea what she's doing.
I'm glad you're awake. When Hosgard brought you in, everyone thought for sure you'd die. Huh? Do I look like one? I'm glad you have to ask. I'm just Maisa's apprentice, so far anyway. She's been teaching me for about a year now. Ah yes, we start with a lump of metal and end up with something useful. Horseshoes and nails and swords and what's not. I hear there are other kinds of crafters on the mainland, but I'd never be anything but a smith. Have you seen the size of Maisa's arms? Hosgard says she once punched out a mammoth. Smithing is a great way to let out frustration, especially after Otagar comes over. He's a fisherman. Fisher lad. He stops by every day to see me. He's always making dirty comments. Someday, my dad's going to hurt him.